20 commercial buildings throughout peninsular Malaysia. He managed and implement energy efficiency project for customer to reduce costing and save energy consumption. His experience in energy efficiency retrofitting project related to EE equipment, replacement and retrofitting energy monitoring system, and power factor improvement. He execute, implement, and manage projects related to green energy, renewable energy, and EEs. He conduct talks and seminars on EE and power factor improvement in Malaysia under TMB and state government program. Now, the second speakers will be T.S. Zambri Zakaria. He is a professional technologist registered with Malaysia Board of Technologies, and he's also a TAM member with research interest in energy efficiency practices from the scope of technician and engineering teams. As a REAM, he has given numerous talks on energy audit and also trained technicians on the importance of practicing energy efficiency as part of the team. His previous team, as the head of program Diploma in electrical engineering in energy efficiency, offered at polytechnics at Podison, also put him in good stead where collaboration with other statutory bodies and organizations is done constantly. T.S. Zambri Zakaria also was part of the pioneer team that developed and led the only government institution of higher learning catered for technicians that offered diploma in electrical engineering and in energy efficiency. Presently, he's pursuing his doctoral program in energy efficiency. Now, the program will start like this. We are going to invite T.S. Zambri to give the first presentation. Then after that, we are going to invite Encik Muhammad Zafri to continue the presentation. After both presentation, then we're going to the Q&A session. We're going to Q&A session. So now I pass the floor to T.S. Zambri. T.S. Zambri, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alec. Okay, can see my slide presentation?
Yes, we can see, yes.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Okay, my name is Zambri Zakaria. Okay, I am a representative of Technological Association Malaysia, okay, Negeri Sembilan branch. Okay, the title of my presentation today is Energy Efficiency Program as a Service in Malaysia. Okay, so for my work experience in the field of energy efficiency, okay, I started getting involved in the field of energy efficiency seriously in 2017. Okay, starting from energy manager for energy management, energy performance contracting, okay, or EPC projects at Polytechnic Podison. At the same time, I'm the lecturer, okay, at Polytechnic Podison, okay, and I'm former head of program Diploma in Electrical Engineering, Energy Efficiency. Okay, for my qualification and recognition in the field of energy efficiency, I started from Certified of Completion in Energy Manager Training Course, or commonly known as Certified Energy Manager, okay, under ASEAN Energy Management Scheme, AMAS, which is organized by Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Center, Bangi. Okay, after that, I apply Registered Electrical Energy Manager, or REM, okay, under Malaysian Energy Commission, or Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay, one of the requirement for applying REM is 1 year of practice in the field of energy efficiency. Okay, then I apply Certified Professional in Measurement and Verification, or CPMV, under Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Center, okay, which is used to validate saving report or measurement and verification report. Okay, so the content to be presented an introduction, okay, regarding on energy efficiency program. Okay, then regulation and acts regarding on the field of energy efficiency. After that, the energy efficiency program, which is energy performance contracting or EPC, and finally a little bit about sharing about diploma in electrical engineering, okay, energy efficiency. Okay, for the introduction. Okay, report from 12 Malaysian plant state that a total of 38 government premises were retrofitted using energy performance contracting or EPC, which included 18 hospitals as part of the energy efficiency initiative for building during the 11 Malaysian plan. Okay, for your information, Polytechnic Port Dickson is one of the government premises, okay, involved with the EPC project. Okay, this initiative contribute a total of electricity saving of 31.5 million kilowatt hour, which is equivalent to RM 12.4 million. Okay, and then a total for the industrial, okay, a total of 108 industrial and 109 commercial buildings were also audited and retrofitted, which contribute a total electricity saving of 545 million kilowatt hour and equivalent to RM 215 million. Okay, and so far, so for the 12 Malaysian plan, okay, the energy efficiency initiative or energy efficiency program, okay, will further expand. Okay, for topic number 2, regulation and acts regarding to energy efficiency, okay, which is Electricity Supply Acts, okay, 1990, Efficient Management of Electrical Energy Regulation 2008, or EMA 2008. Okay, this regulation shall apply to any installation, okay, which receive electrical energy from a license or supply authority with a total electrical energy consumption equal or exceeding 3 million kilowatt hour as measured at one metering point or more over period not exceeding 6 point a registered electrical energy manager or REM, okay, to implement a systematic energy management system to ensure efficient energy management. Okay, jadi so the implement of systematic energy management system in government premises or REM, okay, should refer the garis panduan, okay, garis panduan mewujudkan dan melaksanakan, okay, sistem pengurusan tenaga bagi bangunan-bangunan kerajaan. Okay, this is the guideline. Okay, guideline for REM, okay, for government buildings. Okay, and then this guideline, okay, in this guideline, okay, quality management system adopted in the field of energy management such as MSISO, okay, 5001, 2018, okay, energy management scheme, and others energy management gold standard, okay, EMGS under ASEAN Energy Management Scheme, or AMAS. Okay, for the government premises, okay, for government premises, usually use EMGS, okay, as a quality management system. Okay, so for REM or energy manager, okay, in government building, we use this guideline, okay, to manage energy management system. Okay, this is the speech by the Prime Minister in the Dewan Rakyat. Okay, Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act now pending Parliament approval. Okay, Akta Kecekapan Tenaga, okay, will be introduced to regulate energy consumption by high intensity consumer in industrial and commercial sector. Okay, I think after the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act has 2008 in the government and industrial sector will be energy efficiency grow. Okay, for topic number 3, okay, energy performance contracting. Okay, nowadays EPC is one of the energy efficiency program rapidly growing in Malaysia. Okay, what is EPC? EPC are contractual agreement set between the energy service company, okay, or ESCO, and the building owner. Okay, the building owner is a government premise, okay, energy user or client of the energy efficiency upgrade. Okay, the EPC, the Energy Performance Guidebook, okay, was introduced in 2017, published by the Building Sector Energy Efficiency Project, BSEEP, Malaysia. Okay, this guidebook serve a point of reference for the element of successful partnership between energy service company, ESCO, and facility owner or building owners. Okay, and then energy service company or ESCO is a contractor that undertakes service related to the implementation of energy efficiency project for the clients. Okay, client is refer for building owner. Okay, and then the total registered energy service company, okay, under Energy Commission in 2000 is 205 companies. Okay, this figure is on Energy Commission Australia Tenaga website. Okay, for example, okay, TNB Energy Services or TNBES Sdn Bhd is one of the registered ESCO in Malaysia. Okay, today Mr. Zafri will be presented as the TNB Energy Services Sdn Bhd. Okay, for registered electrical energy manager or REEM, okay, total REEM in Malaysia is 1,607 people. Okay, and Selangor is the state with the highest REEM in Malaysia. Okay, this data was taken on Energy Commission website. Okay. And then for the EPC business model, has two dominant models, okay, which are share saving models, SSM, and guaranteed saving model. Okay, what is the difference between the two models? Okay, the share saving models, EPC, okay, the ESCO provide energy savings services to building owner and bear all the fees. Okay, the building owner must share the energy saving benefit with the ESCO in a fixed ratio. Okay, different from share saving model. In guaranteed saving model, EPC, the ESCO must set a fixed expected energy saving quantity clearly. Once the realistic energy saving quantity cannot reach the expected level, the ESCO has to pay for the gap to offset the building owner's expected energy saving loss. Okay, so the share saving model is more popular in developing countries such as China and Malaysia. Okay, and the guaranteed saving model is more welcome in developed countries such as US and Canada. Okay, this is a graph. Okay, this is a graph. This is an example of share saving model EPC. Okay, y-axis refer to energy costs or utility bills, and then the x-axis refer to period in years or months, which divided by 3 sections: before, during, and after EPC contract period. Okay, the project EPC project at Polytechnic Port Dickson, the contract period is 80 months. Okay, for example, before EPC, the electrical bill is 100K. Okay, the electrical bill is 100K. Okay, and then during the EPC project, the electrical bill changed to 80K, and the saving is 20K. Okay, so from the saving 20K, okay, 18% will be paid to ESCO and 20% to building owner. Okay, during contract period 80 months. Okay, after 80 months, okay, the building owner will get all the saving. Okay, the building owner will got all the saving and the energy efficiency equipment. Okay, this is the EPC model, business model used in Malaysia actually. Okay, and then for the energy performance contract, okay, syarat-syarat kontrak dan spesifikasi untuk kontrak prestasi tenaga which developed by JKR in 2011. Okay, the example of EPC contract, okay, for government premises can be referred here. Okay. Okay, EPC process. Okay, I take it from the EPC guidebook in Malaysia. This EPC process focus on the building owner part. Okay, for step 1, scoping the project. Okay, scoping the project. For many private entity, the main driver may be cost saving, whereas the public entities may have a climate policy agenda as the rationale for the project. Okay, step 2, tender process. Okay, the selection of energy service company or ESCO can be made through the tender process. Okay, and then for the pre-qualification stage, the ESCO will need some basic data about the facilities and energy consumption. Okay, this data can be provided to the prospective ESCO to make more qualified and precise expression of interest. Okay, the ESCO is required to prepare the proposal based on the information given by the client or building owner and their walkthrough audit. Okay, for the step 3, investment grade audit and final proposal. Okay, the successful ESCO or energy service company will be invited to conduct the investment grade audit in the facilities. This requires the considerable amount of work by the ESCO for measurement, data compilation, analysis, engineering and design, and costing. And then for the step number 4, preparation and negotiation of EPC, okay, it is recommended to obtain legal advice for preparation of the EPC. With all negotiation complete, the EPC is awarded and work commences. Okay, for step number 5, okay, implementation phase. Okay, during the installation phase, the ESCO is responsible for all the works, and the client must assist the ESCO in obtaining success to the premise to ensure the works process as agreed. Okay, and then for the step number 6, okay, operational and measurement and verification. Okay, ESCO and client are interested in ensuring that the operation is correct and lead to high energy saving and keep the equipment in a proper condition. Okay, the ESCO or energy service company will normally be responsible for the maintenance during the EPC period. Okay, the ESCO will prepare the energy saving report, okay, based on the measurement and verification report. Okay, the client may appoint technical staff who can verify and that the energy saving report is accurate and sign off the report, which will allow the payment to the ESCO to be met. Okay, for the detail of the EPC process, okay, you can download and refer the EPC guidebook in Malaysia. Okay, and lastly for the topic number 4, I want to share or promote about Diploma in Electrical Engineering, okay, energy efficiency at Polytechnic Quadison. Okay, the Diploma in Electrical Engineering, okay, energy efficiency is a 3 years full-time program, okay, 5 semester, okay, and then the industrial training in the final semester, okay, 6 months for industrial training, and then so the program was designed, okay, for energy service company or ESCO and building owner, okay, looking to find industrial training student and technician in the field of energy efficiency. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Okay, I pass to Mr. Elliot.
Thank you, dear Zambri. So we are going to invite the next speakers, right, to continue the talks before we go for Q&A. So Encik Muhammad Zafri, please.
Testing.
Yeah, boleh.
Can you hear
Kita boleh
me?
nampak.
Right?
Can, we can hear you.
All right. Sorry?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Okay. I'm opening my slide. Okay, everybody can see my slide.
Yes, clear. Maybe you need to. Yes, good enough.
Sorry, I skipped everything. All right. So, very good morning to everyone. Assalamualaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, thank you to Mr. Alex for this talk. So, my talk, maybe I will mix between English and Malay. Yeah, it's okay. Right? So, thank you, Zambri also mentioned about EPC just now, because my briefing also touch mostly in terms of energy efficiency initiative through program. And I will introduce a bit about myself, like Mr. Alex mentioned just now. Brief about me is I'm Zafri from TNB Energy Services. So mostly focusing on energy efficiency program. So more, as we know that most building in Malaysia use electricity, and then some building and factory is less efficient. The equipment is not use electricity very efficiently. So by adopting the energy efficiency program, we can try to reduce in terms of the operational costs and help in terms of the government, in terms of global aspiration to reduce the carbon dioxide emission to the environment. So through energy performance contract is one of the platform that we can realize energy saving and benefit to the both in terms of energy user and also service provider as the assembly mentioned about MB Energy Services is one of the ESCOM company, energy services company. So the objective of my briefing today is to highlight to everybody about how to reduce electricity and then the operational cost, and then also to give awareness in terms of how to use energy by using some of our solution. Actually, MBS have several of solutions that we already implement to the client. We already studied to achieve energy saving for their monthly bill, MB monthly bill. All right. So maybe I show a bit about TNB Energy Services. We are a subsidiary or wholly owned subsidiary of TNB since 1997. And then we starting from district cooling business, and then we diversify become a RE, become a smart meter installer, and then also in terms of energy management system in energy efficiency program. All right. So straight to the point about energy efficiency. So TNB and TNBS, we support the global goals in sustainable program as sustainable development through energy efficiency. We work together with our OEM, with partnership with most supplier to implement the energy efficiency to their premises to achieve high potential saving. So what is our focus is in terms of energy efficiency through LED lighting, chiller controlling, chiller optimization, air conditioning system, something like that. Also in terms of energy management system through energy monitoring system. We also provide consultancy in terms of how to install the energy monitoring system the premises. We also promote in terms of the solar. We have our our brothers in MB that can provide services in terms of solar rooftop, then also in terms of EV charging. We also promote the other green initiative or energy efficiency initiative the client through our sisters. So basically what we want to say that we support in terms of the ESG, where mostly it's a global aspiration to achieve carbon emission reduction, something like that. So through energy efficiency program, MBS use energy performance contract as a platform tools to achieve the carbon emission reduction, something like that. So I think as our friend Zamri mentioned about the concept of energy performance contract just now, right? So I think the graph here about the same, but a bit different, a bit detailed from the MBS, where as you can see before the implementation of energy performance contract, all right, we will do an energy audit, right? The energy audit. I open my pointer. So the energy audit will be implemented to the company or energy user premises to identify what is the baseline of the energy use currently to the customer. So from there we will agree or we will mutually agree between the client, the energy user, and the ESCO to identify what is your operation budget, what is your utility bills monthly. All right. So from there we will agree in terms of what is your operational baseline in terms of the energy cost. So we will do a signing contract in terms of energy performance contract, where how much in terms of the saving. Now, the assembly mentioned about sharing ratio, right? The 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, right? How much in terms of the payment. In the payment ratio scheme mechanism, we will have a guarantee saving ESCO will provide guaranteed saving to the customer. The itemized or the element in the payment will be identified, like the cash flow, what is the MND cost every year, every month, and then the reduction from the before the performance contract and after performance contract will be realized during the performance contract. So every year, usually we will do measurement and verification to the customer building that we do the retrofitting or the replacement of the equipment, right? So the duration will take some time. Just now maybe 18 months. The example mentioned about, but then based on our experience before this, from four years until up to 10 years, usually the contract of the EPC, right? So after the contract of the EPC end, right, after 10 years, after 5 years, so the asset or the equipment that we already installed, we will hand over to the client, and then the client will enjoy the saving, only any to the ESCO. However, the client will need to maintain the system, right? So if not maintain the system, so the saving will not be achieved, right? So yeah, after the performance of the contract, customer will enjoy 100% of the saving. So bear in mind, in terms of the saving, it's not only the kilowatt hour monitor. We also monitor the maximum demand, KW. Also in terms of KWTTB, and then also in terms of maintenance costs annually. So when we have a great huge saving, we identify in your premises, in your system, operation, everything. So a great saving give maybe a shorter EPC duration, or give a big sharing ratio to the customer. So that's the thing that we will identify during the energy audit, right? During the baseline, during the contract discussion later on. Right? So what is the advantage mentioned just now is about the customer will no need to put the upfront capital cost to invest in terms of the equipment that they need to install, right? And then zero financial risk. Customer think about, what is my cost after that, everything will be covered under the ratio of the payment under the EPC after that. So after during the 5 years of the duration, the headache of the maintain the system, everything is under the ESCO, right? So no financial risk to the customer. And then ESCO will guarantee the saving and performance guarantee to the customer. So customer no need to calculate or to worry about how much the saving will be achieved through the system. So during the baseline, right? During the baseline stage, we will set how much the saving that customer will enjoy through this program of EPC. So if the saving is not achieved, so the customer will be reimbursed. The ESCO will reimburse in terms of how much the saving that cannot be achieved, right? So also we will do an expert advisory to optimize the investment. O&M, operation and maintenance of the system will be under the ESCO, and then we will optimize the energy saving, where if you achieve more than what we can guarantee, usually customer will enjoy the extra of the saving. That's how the MBS. Maybe some ESCO calculate differently, but then under the MBS, we will do a win-win situation and more conservative in terms of our guaranteed saving. So various of solution, I will show you what's our solution later on. In chiller optimization, LED for sure, most of system most of people in Malaysia, I think, very familiar with LED lighting. Capacity bank for power factor improvement, hybrid air conditioning system, everything. So like LED, mostly LED lighting will benefit to the user is about 50 to 65% of saving their electricity consumption of their light. Not the total bill, but usually lighting system lah. So we provide LED based on the base recommendation of the MS 1525, and then we also use the lux kecerahan yang bersesuaian dengan operation of the building lah. Let's say office, how much the lux, everything kan. So we will match the LED lighting lux based on the operation of the building. So LED usually is 50,000 hours operation. It's about 5 to 10 years operation of LED. Depend if your building operate 24 hours or 12 hours. It's a no hazardous waste, more energy saving and less heat. So when you install LED to the office, usually the office punya temperature more lebih sejuk, and indirectly you have a saving of air conditioning system. Right? That's LED retrofit. Second is about hybrid air conditioning system. It's kind of inverter where it's can give to the consumer about 10 to 15% of the air conditioning system electrical use lah. So it's based on our technology. It uses heat recovery condenser where it's collect back heat that dispersed from the outdoor unit of the air conditioning system to the refrigerant to recovery, use back the heat to reheat of the refrigerant. So it gives less load to the compressor, then it can give a saving. So it's very convenient. It's very even inverter type. It's kind of inverter type, but give more saving to the customer. Right. So that one is about air conditioning system. We also use it's kind of VSD, but it's called a demand control drive, where we use it usually at a motor system like ASU to control the load of the ASU, the motor system. All right. So it's manage the speed and the flow of the motor. So will not make the system excessively operate, right? And then it's control the voltage and the current, also improve in terms of the in-rush current. So basically, based on our study, one of the shopping mall, we do DCD, we install a DCD at their ASU, and it contribute about 45% of the ASU saving to the ASU operation. So actually, average or range, it's about 30 to 45% of saving to their ASU. So this kind of technology is good for a motorized system, basically. And then another thing is, most of the building in Malaysia use chiller, where it's about 50 to 60% of the electrical consumption in a building. So maybe to change a new chiller maybe take some cost, right? So through chiller optimization, it will make the chiller more intelligent, where we put a lot of sensor, not a lot of sensor. It depends on the building, how many story of the building, maybe 20 stories, 15 stories of the building. So we will put sensor in each level of the building. and then it will give a feedback to the system to control in terms of the loading of the chiller, right? So sometimes chiller is set at 20, sometimes 22 degree to supply air cool to the building. And then when there's raining during musim hujan, sometimes the chiller will just operate at 22 degrees, right? So the when we install a chiller optimization, they will integrate all the temperature outside air in the environment in the office, and then it feedback to the chiller to control the loading of the compressor. So it's make the the system to become more intelligent, something like that. So and then also in terms of maintenance, chiller component also can be increased in terms of their lifespan. Right? So it's estimated it's about 8 to 15%. Later on, I will show you our case study that we already installed in our some of the building, and it's proven and even give more saving to the customer. Yeah, basically. Other than that, we also provide a solution for, just now I mentioned about low power factor solution for any premises that have issue in terms of surcharge power factor in their TMB bills. And so maybe some of you ada tengok dalam bil TMB ada surcharge, tapi bacalah surcharge angka ada kuasa atau surcharge power factor surcharge. So if it's 0.85 of the power factor of the building is low than 0.85, then TMB will penalize in terms of surcharge based on how many percent, how many level of the surcharge. So maybe some of you not aware of this. Maybe after this you get your bill. But then this one implement at tariff B, commercial tariff B and above lah. In terms of rumah, domestic will not applicable for this low power factor solution. So tariff B and above. And then sizing of the capacitor bank is depend on the how big of the premises, how many equipment you use, and then the sizing will be determined based on your bill requirement. Usually we will study and calculate for you. And there's the benefit when you install capacitor bank to the building. You will there will no surcharge. So sometimes our client have surcharge is about 50% of the bill. Total bill is surcharge of the power factor. So it's good lah. 50% you can get it from the bill, and you have saving of 50%. So the payback period is about less than 12 months usually. This is one of the solutions that we can do. We can advise, we can consult customer when we do energy audit, when we do study on their premises. So this one is a sample case that we done at our customer. Even in the MB building, we also do this program. We install LED, solar PV, energy monitoring system. And then we can achieve about 25K per month, where for the year, for annually can be achieved about 300K saving. So it's about 25% of saving per year. And then also we do at the education. Okay, so UPM we participate in tender for EPC, and we can achieve about 500K saving per year just to retrofit the LED lighting. So the LED usage ialah in banyak kelas, banyak office. So and then the operation hours, some of them is 24 hours, some of them is 12 hours. So that's why it's a great saving by changing LED. Alright. And then we also installed a telco data center, right? LED, and we optimize their air conditioning system, and it gives saving about 429,000 per year. It's also under EPC program that we done. Next, about just now I mentioned about chiller optimization. We installed at Jalan Timur, Wisma MD Jalan Timur, where it gives saving about 21% average, and it achieve about 114K per year. Also in the Penang International Airport, we participate in their tender, and then we install the chiller optimization system. It's achieved about 13%, and even I heard it's more than that. Later on, I show you some data. It's about 476K per year. And then this one, just Audit, and retrofit from conventional lighting to LED lighting. It's about 300K saving per year. So this one, some data maybe you want to see. It's from April until 2019 until March 2020. It's about 114K, and then it's depend. It's keep increasing in terms of the trending of the saving. Some of them is 20%, some of them 27%. Maybe it depend on the load. Also it depend on the cuaca, everything, right? So the carbon emission we can reduce about 70,000 kg per year, basically. So this one is in Penang International Airport. It's achieve about 13% average. Some of them achieve about 16% average, and then it's contribute to 234 kg carbon dioxide thousand per ton avoidance. This one, the one that I said about capacity bank that we done at premises like workshop and shop lot. Most of them, have issue in terms of the power factor. So, like I said just now, 53% of the bill is just a surcharge. So by using capacity bank, by install capacity bank to the client premise, you can eliminate the 50% of surcharge, and you save that money to use for other things, right? And then also in terms of shop lot, that one I think what is called, I don't remember the shop lot, but then it's contribute about 21% of the saving to the bill. Okay. So this one, what I talking about energy monitoring system. Okay, energy monitoring system. We also install at our building, at MB building, to give analyze data usage, and even by using energy monitoring system, you can monitor your maximum demand. Right, some of the building terrace C and above being touched by maximum demand. Right, so by using this monitoring system, you will identify when is your max or your peak of the energy usage in the building, right? So then you can save the maximum demand charge in your bill. If I remember, the maximum charge is 30 ringgit per kilowatt, right? So it's quite expensive if the maximum demand is very high. So this is one of the solution that you can use to monitor your maximum demand. This is not automated, means when you install, then your maximum demand will be reduced, but then you need to monitor, analyze what is the trending of the energy use every month, every day, right? So this one we installed at 11 building of the TNB centralized. We can monitor in one of the website under the supplier. So this is one of the initiative being done by TNB to support the global carbon reduction emission tu. So we monitor every building in Peninsula of Malaysia for the DMB HQ lah, HQ of the state lah usually. So from just now maybe the assembly mentioned about the process, everything. This is our process where from our engagement with the client until the end of the report submission. Maybe this one, maybe if you call the ABS as a consultant, maybe later on we will discuss more in terms of the what is the timeline. But then the critical part is the energy audit and then the contract agreement, basically. So the detailed energy audit usually have some cost to be input, but then we can discuss if you participate in EPC, we can discuss in terms of the commercial part. Right, maybe I just want to conclude about EPC. EPC basically can be implemented in a premise with a high potential saving. Usually the building that operate more than 10 years, more than 20 years, the equipment's already old, everything. So we can improve the efficiency of the building from there through the energy performance contract. And then EPC is not just one party that put a commitment to achieve the saving, but then it's a collaboration between ESCO, energy services company, and the energy user and the client. Not just the client asks ESCO to do everything and then they achieve. And that will be a problem later on after you signing, and then you will not understand what is the ESCO put in the saving ratio, right? So it's a collaboration. The energy user and the ESCO must sit together and understand. Basically, when you do EPC, I'm not sure. Based on my experience, some of our client about 2 years discuss about what is the saving ratio between ESCO and client. But then one of them less than 1 year also we can sign the contract. So that one is the critical part where you must be mutually agreed in terms of what is the saving ratio, and then what is the itemized in the ratio of the pay. Avoid any dispute later on. Because EPC is a long-term contract, 5 to 10 years. During the 5 to 10 years, many persons will change. The organization may reshuffle everybody, right? So it's good to have everything on the contract, mutually understanding, mutually agreed. And then by having a huge saving, we can adjust the shorter duration contract, or bigger saving ratio, or even you can put any extra features in that. Means maybe you can include energy monitoring system in the performance contract, or you want to add EV charging of solar panel on your rooftop. It depends on the EPC how much the saving they can do at the building. So it's a long process, but then it gives a lot of benefit to the customer of long-term the energy performance contract. So during the duration of the EPC, usually ESCO will give us some training, give exposure to the energy user, the awareness of the energy efficiency, of how to use energy more efficient and save more energy, save costs, save operational costs, everything. So I think that's all from me. Sorry for a very long talk, and I hope maybe I have some question from our guests, right? Back to Mr. Alan.
Thank you, Zafri. Thank you very much. Very interesting presentations. Both presenters, Zafri and Song Zafri, give us up-to-date and very technical presentation, especially the part that how to save some energy here and there, and for various industry. So we compiled quite a number of questions from the registration form, And we also have some questions just now put up in the chat box. So let me share some screen. I'm going to put up the question over here. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Okay, that will be here. Wait, it's 61 filters. Okay. So, okay. The first question over here, I think I'm going to pose to Encik Zafri. Encik Zafri. So this was collected during the registration form. So a lot of them actually asking almost the same question. So I combined together, put it something like this. What's the benefit of to be a REIT?
Question to me,
Hold on. I just double check back. This so over here is
The requirement or the benefit?
Yeah, no, this is actually for Encik Zafri. The question is for Encik Zafri.
Okay. Basically, if you have a RIM, okay, you can provide a service for yang under email 2018 tu, where any premises yang use above 3 million kilowatt hour for consecutive 6 months, okay, they need to send report to the ST that approved by the RIM. So when you have a RIM, you can do that job. And then also, RIM is also a certified energy manager. So certified energy manager, you learn about energy performance contract, you learn about energy saving, you learn about how to verify the energy saving, everything, to calculate everything. So when you have the RIM, you more understand in terms of how you can implement energy saving at your company. Maybe your boss asks you how to save energy, so you have that that knowledge to improve your premises in terms of electrical usage. So that one is one of the benefit that I can say lah.
Okay. I think the second question I'm going to sort in from the audience just now from chatbot before we continue, the one that given in our so-called Google Forms. Let me slot in because when I share screen, I don't know why it doesn't share to the projected screen. You put it in another way form. Hold on. Let me copy the question from chat box and put it here. This one open for both speakers. So this is question number 2. Okay. I think I better put like this, easier. Okay, so I don't want to put up into a big screen, so I put it this way. This question. Is there any minimum requirement before entering the EPC? Only applicable for commercial facilities? I open for both.
Maybe Zamri first.
Okay, minimum requirement before entering the EPC. Okay, I think soalan ini untuk site energy service company ataupun building owner. Okay, tapi kalau mengikut pengalaman saya, okay, minimum requirement saving, okay, penjimatan mesti, biasanya dalam kontrak penjimatan dia mesti 5% lah minimum. Minimum requirement for energy saving is 5%. Okay, and then EPC sekarang ni dekat Malaysia dia buat dekat hospital. Okay, and then bangunan kerajaan. Okay, contohnya politeknik. Okay, politeknik ada lebih kurang 34 politeknik. Okay, 8 politeknik telah buat projek EPC ni. Okay, di mana ESCO Energy Company yang terlibat dalam EPC di Politeknik adalah TAIS Engineering Sdn Bhd. Okay, saya rasa sekarang ni pun kalau di rumah ibadat hijau, Okay, masjid pun kadang-kadang masjid pun ada buat EPC ni. Tak silap saya yang paling latest sekali by MGTC, Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Center. Okay, itu je lah saya boleh jawab. Okay, Mr. Zafri mungkin boleh tambah lagi sikit juga.
Of minimum requirement, I think I'm not sure how to set the minimum requirement. Some of customer even education like international school, the bill is about 100K something per month.
Yes.
Also can participate in the EPC. What can I say is about what's the equipment that used in the building. If you have a lot of lighting, conventional lighting, or a lot of air conditioning system, and then it's already operate about 10 years, right? more than 10 years or more than 5 years, we can do a prelim study to estimate how much the saving of the building. So if you have the inventory data, you can provide to ESCO. Okay, they will do a calculation if there is some potential of saving. It depends on what is your equipment. But then if just like shop lot or just bangunan kecil, I think it's not applicable. So usually big building, macam bangunan office 20 tingkat, something like that is good potential for saving. So not only commercial facilities, but then industrial also applicable, but we need to do study first lah. Yeah. So it's not limited to the commercial only, but then huge potential is commercial because what commercial building is most stable in terms of operation. And commercial building, kalau like say office, 12 hours operation throughout the years, 206 days tolak cuti semua. So commercial building macam office or data center 24 hours. 24 hours is macam hospital just now, as I mentioned. 24 hours. It should huge saving if we want to calculate in terms of to retrofit every day. So not limited to commercial, not really a minimum requirement. But then if you have a lot of equipment to be used in the building, everything, it's good for program of EPC. Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go to another question from the floor. Let me copy the slides. Okay. Control site. Get my fresh. Okay, here. This is question 3. Yeah. Okay, over here, the question is something like this, okay? When replacing, this question is actually forwarded to Mr. Zafri. So when replacing normal fluorescent tube to LED lights with correct illuminations, we will dispose the O1. Will this disposal amount include in ROI? And is TMB Energy Services looking into electronic waste and GHG?
All right. So the disposal process, if we include the cost, everything, yeah, we can include in the contract also, because it's required cost everything. So we will calculate everything. What is the cost that required, included the disposal, everything. But then based on our experience before this, some of the client they don't want to disposal because they sometimes got the old one as a backup for the other side. So they have some other side, and then some of them put the disposal cost as their own budget, something like that. And then in terms of e-waste and THC, yeah. Actually, we also try to expand our business in terms of e-waste, and that one is under development so far. So I think, yeah, on the e-waste, we look forward on that kind of saving, at that kind of business later on.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zafri. Because on the floor over there, I don't see any. Colin, if let's say you collect any question from the Facebook part, maybe you can forward to me. So if not, then I'm going to continue with the question posted in the registration form. Let me copy one question and put it over here. Then everyone can see what's the question like. Okay, this will be question number 4. This question posted to Mr. Zambri. Right? So, okay. Mr. Zambri, please.
Yes.
The question stated, what are the requirements to become a registered electrical energy manager?
Okay, the requirement to become a RIM. Okay, the detail of the requirement, okay, ada dalam website Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay, tapi saya boleh terangkan juga bagi site saya yang pernah memohon RIM ni. Okay, the first requirement, Malaysian citizen, okay, age 23 years and above, okay, 23 tahun ke atas. Okay, and then hold a degree. Okay, degree in science, engineering and architecture or equivalent. Okay, maksudnya ijazah sahaja. Okay, diploma tak boleh lah untuk jadi RIM. Okay, at least 1 year working experience in the efficient management or electrical energy. Maksudnya setahun dalam bidang energy efficiency lah. Okay, dan pengalaman dalam bidang kecekapan tenaga tu selama setahun. Okay, dan pengalaman tu biasanya kena buat report lah, and then the report must be endorsed by boss lah, manager atau manager sebelum submit pada ST lah, Suruhanjaya Tenaga. And then ada interview. Okay, the Energy Commission may require the person to attend an interview. Okay, maksudnya bila dah apply dah mohon daripada Suruhanjaya Tenaga, and then Suruhanjaya Tenaga akan panggil untuk interview. Okay, itu yang biasa berlaku lah untuk industri. Tapi site saya, okay, saya masa saya mohon RIM, sebelum saya mohon RIM, saya dah ada Certified Energy Manager, CEM. Okay, saya dah ada CEM. Jadi bila saya dah ada CEM tu khususnya di MGTC, Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Center, 5 hari kursus tersebut. Okay, saya menghadiri kursus tersebut selama 5 hari. And then ada exam, ada presentation berkumpulan, and then ada assignment individu, ada 3 perkara yang perlu saya buat. And then bila dah lulus, bila saya ada Certified Energy Manager, saya tidak perlu di-interview oleh ST. Maksudnya mungkin fast track lah. Okay, tapi kursus daripada MDTC itu 5 hari lebih kurang dalam the cost lebih kurang dalam 5,000 lah. Okay, 5,000 5 hari. Tapi keistimewaannya saya tak perlu interview daripada ST, cuma saya perlu submit pengalaman saya selama setahun. Okay, saya bekerja sebagai Certified Energy Manager selama setahun, minimum requirement dia setahun dalam bidang kecekapan tenaga. Okay, mungkin Encik Zafri mungkin mohon berlainan kot, mungkin ada interview kot. Encik Zafri mungkin ada menghadiri interview daripada ST kot. Mungkin boleh share interview apa soalan dia tanya.
Dari ST saya pun melalui MGTC kat fast track.
Jadi tak boleh nak share lah interview daripada ST tu macam mana kan. Jadi untuk fast track kena ada CEM, Certified Energy Manager.
Yes.
And then submit the report. Okay. Sekarang ni pun online lah, semua online. Okay. Itu sajalah yang saya boleh share untuk the requirement to become RIM.
Okay. I have another question coming in. I think both questions I'm going to choose almost the same. Almost the same. I will put it this way. Let me copy the question duplicate first. So question number 5, almost the same because two of question put up. I will put the other one. Okay, along. Can I have the slide detail regarding the requirement pathway? I think we don't want the slide ready. Maybe I put the question in such a way that requirement or pathway to become a ring. So maybe Zamri or Zafri, can you answer this?
Sweet.
Or together on that, there's another candidate participants. Advantages, eh? What is the advantages of being re-EM? Okay, so maybe this is almost the same thing that a lot of those in this industry would like to know more about this. Maybe since everyone is in a technological field, and then we want to contribute our expertise in this. If with all this proper certification, I think we can do more, to do more and help a lot of people over here. So I open to both. Anyone also can answer this.
Like I said in the beginning, tadi question 1 lah, random fit. Same lah. If you have rim, kalau lalu fast track tadi, you have a CEM, Certified Energy Manager kan. You learn a lot of about Energy Act tu, alright. And then you learn about how to save energy, punya calculation, everything. So basically, when you apply for RIM through the CM, have all the skill, and then you have the knowledge about how to implement energy saving to your premise lah, basically. And another thing is like RIM tu we can use if the company outside there need to submit their report for ST for their energy usage that use 3 million kilowatt hour for consecutive 6 months. So you can use that RIM to as a services lah. You can offer as a services to the company, and then you can submit for them for the ST report lah, basically. So the requirement, like as Zamri mentioned, I think just now, you can try to go to the pendaftaran pengurus tenaga ST punya course. Okay. You can go to the course commissioning online system. There is syarat-syarat kelayakan and everything. So basically, you need to have some experience lah about pengalaman, at least 6 bulan pengalaman bekerja dalam bidang pengurusan tenaga elektrik yang cekap ni lah, kan. Or either, I think not that limited to pengurusan tenaga only, because ada juga pemegang ijazah dalam seni kita dan setaraf can apply for this RIM, right? So you can apply, apply for pengurus tenaga ni. Okay. So basically for me, based on my experience lah, melalui CEM is better. It's a fast track, and then 5 days tu you belajar macam-macam about about energy saving calculation, everything that. So you can ask the trainer everything, and then you have report, submit report tu is another thing lah, after the training, and then you will get RIM after that lah. I think not hard lah, susah saya rasa.
Okay.
Jadi RIM.
Hopefully this answer your question. I think we go to a few questions raised by participant registered in the Google form is very interesting. So let me share with you this question. Of course, I'm not sure that in what perspective that the participant put it in. The question is like this. Let me copy the question I collected. How to reduce cost of electricity and sustainable new energy electricity. So now, I believe that just now, Jed Zafri did mention in the slide, but the perspective is actually on the large scale, something like factories, shop lot, workshop. Maybe perhaps that the one that the person would like to put this question in, or I'm not sure, but a few of them actually putting up the similar question like that. Maybe in the point of small houses, domestic, the one that like your house and my house. So maybe this one will help a lot of people, because you know that living costs rising, and then how do we really reduce the cost of electricity?
Okay, I answer.
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, kalau dekat rumah usually you need basically to educate all your family to aware about how much ringgit and cent you keluarkan untuk every kilowatt hour yang you pakai. Macam you buka TV and then biar je terbuka tapi you tak tengok. You thinking about money keluar lah kan. Money berjalan macam air tu. That's the apa orang kata awareness lah basically. But then other than awareness, maybe you can try to see your equipment lah, your equipment punya practice. Dalam TNB website, we banyak promote about how to save energy dekat rumah. Macam menggunakan mesin basuh. Sometimes you basuh baju 2-3 helai pun dah basuh. So it's not good in terms of energy use. You kumpul semua and then you basuh, that one is your punya attitude of using energy tu macam mana. And then aircon. You set at 16 degrees Celsius to achieve in a bilik, which is Malaysia tak pernah akan sampai 16 degree. Yelah, kita tak pernah, kita negara panas. So you can just set the aircon is about 24 degrees, 25 degrees. It's comfortable for you to sleep or to duduk dalam bilik, right? And then make sure in terms of the maintenance of the aircon, jangan sampai dah bertahun tak pernah service, abuk everything. That one is another way of how to reduce in terms of big equipment. Okay. Another thing, identify which equipment dalam rumah ataupun building yang paling banyak guna electricity. Okay. One is air conditioning system. Understand how it's operate, understand how the maintenance of the aircon, the equipment. And then second, when you already identify everything, you can manage lah in terms of how to schedule it, nak use, maybe pasang waktu panas saja, waktu sejuk no need to pasang, right? And then okay, if you have some money, okay, you can invest in terms of solar on the rooftop lah. Kalau ada rooftop macam rumah-rumah yang ada rooftop yang cantik untuk pemasangan solar, that one is another thing in terms of sustainable clean energy, new energy electricity supply to the rumah. So actually, what is your awareness about electricity? How your family use the awareness? Macam mana kesedaran semua orang dalam penggunaan elektrisiti itu, and then the equipment dalam your building, you need to identify macam ice, aircon, mesin basuh, everything. You need to use a high efficiency punya equipment to reduce in terms of electricity. Tapi kalau sekarang dah ada everything tu, just maintain in terms of the maintenance and then scheduling in terms of how you use the electricity. Understand everything. So maybe that one is my advice for usage dekat rumah. Basically sekarang pun penggunaan dekat rumah agak tinggi kan. Semua dah bekerja di rumah mostly. So yeah, that's one of the things. Right.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I saw that there's two more questions, actually similar to just now the question asked, just that additional things that asked by EJ Amir Farid. Just now I think Zafri already answered a lot, but then he did add on a bit of this. Do we need experience report in compulsory for ST RIM submission even if you already have certified EM? Do we need the experience report?
Kena submit juga report.
Kena submit, Okay. I think that answer, I don't want to put it because it's a short question. Then another one is by Mr. Lim Beng Hui. So the CM is a fast track to become a ring. Any website that can refer for more info on CM? Thanks. But I saw there's one reply. I'm not sure whether this is correct one. www.mgtc.gov.my. Is that the correct website to refer to? Okay, thank you very much. So, Mr. Lim.
Mr. Alex, saya tambah sikit. Selain daripada MGTC, Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Center, satu lagi yang buat certified in Malaysia adalah MESCO, Malaysian Associate Energy Service Company.
Maybe Cik Zafri, you can share the website and then put the chat box that everyone can benefit from that. Right? So I go to continue the question posted by the Google Forms. I think this is quite standard question, and then quite numbers of participants actually asking for this. Let me copy the question. Question number 7. Question number 7. How to reduce maximum demand? I think quite a lot of people have different perspectives, but maybe we would like to listen from our today's speakers. So especially from Mr. Zafri, where you're handling TMB side, maybe you have other kind of approach for this question.
Ada kind,
Yeah.
Let me explain about maximum demand first.
Yes.
So maximum demand is starting from the record of maximum demand from the TMB side is starting from 8 AM, 8 pagi until 10 PM, 10 malam. So this one applicable for tariff C and above lah, mostly yang ada maximum demand. So how to reduce is basically you need to scheduling in terms of what is your operation equipment. You need to identify which equipment operate at the same time, because maximum demand will be the highest kilowatt in a month. Dalam satu bulan, highest kilowatt use will be captured as a maximum demand. So usually it's happen when it's a peak operational. It's a peak. You open, kalau kilang, usually it happen kat kilang. All the machine operate at serentak pada masa yang sama. So kilowatt akan shoot tinggi waktu tu. So usually waktu pagi pukul 9, 10 mana ada operation tengah operation of the kilang paling tinggi, right? So some of kilang, they practice about this, they schedule line ataupun kilang tu ada operational scheduling lah into of the jadual, dia jadualkan penggunaan machine. And another thing macam commercial building like aircon, they start the aircon or chiller at 7:30 AM or 7 AM. So during that time maximum demand belum lagi recorded untuk tarif C lah, C1 even C1 and C2, because maximum demand from 8 AM until 10 PM, correct? So you schedule untuk sejukkan your building, sejukkan your punya office from 7 to 7:30, something like that. And then during that time bila dah sejuk, you can you buka you punya issue perlahan-lahan, and then at 8 tak kenalah shoot kilowatt terlalu tinggi bila kalau you on at 8 AM, something like that, right? Because chiller kalau waktu starting sometimes in rush current tinggi dan kilowatt nak. So you need to schedule you punya you punya operation. And another thing, macam actually bila you pasang, bila ada bangunan yang menggunakan banyak LED ataupun conventional lighting, when you change to LED, is contribute also in terms of kilowatt from 4, even 1 bar is about 40 watt, and then you reduce 60% is about 20 watt. But then when you turn 1000 bulb, it contribute about some kilowatt, right? So it can reduce the maximum demand also. And then like our technology, like filter optimization, AHU optimization, every optimization can contribute to reduce the maximum. But then what I discovered, some of the technology partner from that we currently study, they also provide the maximum demand tools, maximum demand control tools to the building. These tools, they can automated when to shut down certain equipment when it's a peak hours at the peak demand. But then that one same, you need to identify which one is not critical, which equipment is critical. Some equipment you can just shut down at any time, and you need to know, or this equipment critical, not critical to shut down at this time when peak hour. So the system can control in of that. But then that one is one of the things that we can reduce in terms of the maximum. But then energy management is one of the where you identify first where your equipment, which of the equipment is the highest in terms of the kilowatt when starting in rush current, everything. What is the when is the peak season, peak time of the usage of the energy. That's why energy monitoring system sometimes is very important to be installed in some premises, because you want to identify the trending of the kilowatt and kilowatt hour of your building. And maybe you even don't know when the maximum demand at the peak very high during what time. And sometimes you know siang waktu pukul 12, maybe you can shift of your operation to the night if not critical, because night tak ada maximum demand. Or another thing, ada tariff, I think tariff switching, OPTR. Maybe also ada tariff switching punya mechanism where you can try to apply, but then need to study first lah. Is it you punya maximum demand tu boleh reduce because through the OPTR things, some of the maximum demand charge a bit low, or maybe during the public holiday or Saturday, Sunday, there's no maximum demand charge, so you can fully blast during that time, something like that. So there's actually a lot of things to do to reduce of maximum demand. Based on my experience, I don't know, maybe they have other idea or how. Yeah.
Okay, Encik Zamri, you have anything to add on?
Okay, cuma saya nak share part Encik Zafri. Okay, Encik Zafri mungkin dia adalah RIM di pihak Energy Service Companies ataupun ESCO. Okay, saya adalah Energy Manager di pihak klien ataupun building owner ataupun government premise. Okay, jadi sebenarnya kalau bila ada EPC, saya dengan Encik Zafri akan bekerjasama lah. Okay, contohnya TNB Energy Service, TNBES, dia adalah ESCO kepada Polytechnic Port Dickson. Okay, jadi kami akan kolaborasi. Okay, dan apa yang maksudnya lebih energy manager yang lebih teknikal sekali adalah ESCO lah. Okay, ESCO lagi advance lah compare to building owner. Okay, cuma maybe building owner dia akan memandu lah, dia akan memandu ESCO. Okay, mungkin dekat mana chiller yang paling tinggi sekali energy consumption. Okay, macam mana yang macam Cik Zafri cakap sebelum ni, macam mana nak reduce, kena ada penjadualan. Macam juga di Polytechnic Port Dickson ada 2 chiller. Okay, ada 2 chiller. Okay, maksudnya sebelum pukul 7:30 kena on chiller tersebut untuk supaya ada lebih saving dari segi maximum demand. Okay, itu yang diamalkan lah. Okay, itu yang diamalkan supaya dapat ESCO dapat saving, building owner pun dapat saving. Okay, walaupun saving tu dikongsi, walaupun ESCO dapat lebih banyak saving, okay, tapi sebab ESCO dia yang keluarkan modal. Macam saya building owner, saya tak keluar modal, saya zero investment. Okay, tapi ESCO macam di Politeknik PD, ESCO dia invest lebih kurang 1 juta. Okay, RM 1 juta untuk buat EPC di Politeknik Port Dickson. Okay, jadi after 80 bulan, okay, after 18 months, 80 bulan, segala peralatan yang diinvest oleh ESCO tu akan jadi kepunyaan Politeknik Port Dickson. Itu yang istimewa, yang menariknya tentang EPC ni. Okay. Jadi kolaborasi itu kena ada lah. Kalau tak ada kolaborasi di antara ESCO dan juga building owner, saya rasa EPC tu akan jadi kurang berjaya. Maksudnya memang kena berkawan rapat lah. Okay, ESCO dan juga building owner kena berkawan rapat supaya saving tu akan dapat banyak lah. Okay,
okay, thank you very much. Okay, there's another question, a short question. I'm not going to put on the slide over here. The question asked by Suhaimi. So he said that about the installation of this solar system. Can they register at SEDA, I think SEDA lah, SEDA directly, or maybe have to go through other parties? This is question from the chat box. SEDA, SEDA. I think it's not SEDA, SEDA. It should be SEDA lah.
Okay, for solar installation, saya rasa memang SEDA dia punya betul kan Zafri, SEDA kan?
Punya monitor.
Dia punya
dia perlu apply, kalau dah apply through macam TNB, ada DISPAC. Kalau everyone know about DISPAC. So DISPAC akan manage everything and register for the customer for SEDA everything for the registration. And then DISPAC will calculate everything in terms of what is cost, sama ada use a leasing cost ke ataupun orang purchase cost ke everything. And then every registration semua akan kita. But then ada yang self consumption, and ada yang self consumption, I think kena register under ST. Depend on how much the capacity of the kilowatt. That one I think kena refer to ST punya. Saya tak expert on that. But then based on saya ada dengar, memang akan perlu macam bangunan-bangunan yang install a big capacity of solar kena register under ST. Not only SEDA. SEDA ni I think under yang net energy monitoring, net energy monitoring mechanism, program tu. Yeah. That one under GSPAC everything. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We have one question from the FB Live. So the question is, can Malaysia replacing arang batu, means this coal line, petrol to nuclear power, not powder, power to produce energy?
Zafri ke nak jawab dulu?
Rasanya Cik Zafri kot.
Saya ke? Saya rasa
belum bersedia lagi lah. Belum
bersedia lagi saya rasa.
I will put it as a moderator. I put it this way lah. Very much depends on government policy on the usage of the nuclear power lah. So we also have to follow the international protocol whether we can do this lah. So I think it is not our expertise and our so-called field to answer such a question yet. Now, of course, personal opinion that does not represent what the so-called authority or also from the government side. So on this part really we have no idea. Very much depends on government policy. If let's say that after much studies and it is safe and also it is viable, and then maybe with thorough research and then reporting, then with a safe solution, then perhaps one day that we can adopt that. So we go to the next question. We go to the next question. Hold on. This is also from the participant, the one that submit through the Google form. Let me put this because quite numbers ask this, so I might as well put it up for everyone to have a look. Okay, copy. This one, I think is a bit different from the perspective. This one is, I believe that Zamri can answer that, because this is more to the manufacturers and then the principal side. How principal manufacturers can help to support on the energy efficiency program. Because I believe that the one submitted, I saw one of my friends actually submitted this question in the Google form. Maybe they're handling companies, they're handling their own factories, and then in terms of in the terms of manufacturing side, how can they support this?
Okay, untuk manufacturer, ataupun building owner lah ni. Okay, ini merujuk kepada building owner. Okay, to support the energy efficiency program, I think training staff lah. Okay, training staff about energy management system. Okay, maksudnya perlu menghantar staff untuk training. Okay, and then dalam manufacturer tu kena ada apa? Unit lah, unit. Okay, energy management system unit. Okay, dalam manufacturer tu, walaupun manufacturer tu dia tidak terlibat dengan IMA 2008, okay, tetapi untuk penjimatan, okay, unit penjimatan tenaga tu kena diwujudkan lah dalam manufacturer. Cuma saya boleh bagi contoh dekat sini. Okay, setiap manufacturer ataupun industri ataupun organisasi, okay, mesti ada unit safety and health. Okay, mesti ada unit keselamatan dan kesihatan. Okay, safety and health officer lah. Okay, setiap organisasi mesti ada safety and health officer sebab dia ada akta keselamatan dan kesihatan pekerja dekat situ. Okay, tetapi untuk tenaga ni kita sedang tunggu EECA, Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act. Okay, bila ada EECA ni barulah setiap industri, okay, setiap industri yang terlibat dengan IMA 2008, maksudnya penggunaan tenaga elektriknya lebih daripada 3 juta kilowatt hour dalam masa 6 bulan berturut-turut, okay, dia mesti wajib melantik RIM. Okay, maksudnya every industry, every building owner, okay, bila ada saja Akta Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act, EECA, okay, saya rasa akta tu mungkin Cik Zafri agak-agak bila tahun ni ke agaknya. Sebab semua energy efficiency practitioner memang tunggu akta tersebut. Bila akta tersebut dirilis oleh kerajaan Malaysia, okay, kelebihan akan RIM ni akan banyak kelebihan lah. Okay, RIM ni akan banyak kelebihan. Maksudnya politeknik, setiap politeknik mesti ada seorang energy manager kalau terlibat dengan IMA 2008. Setiap industri yang menggunakan tenaga elektrik yang lebih daripada 3 juta kilowatt 6 bulan berturut-turut mesti kena melantik RIM. Sama juga mesti melantik mesti melantik safety and health officer. Dia macam tu. Bila ada akta, bila akta tu dikuat kuasa, okey, barulah bidang energy efficiency program ni barulah akan lagi diikuti lah. Okey, jadi untuk soalan tu saya rasa itu sajalah saya boleh jawab.
Okay, thank you very much, Encik Zamri. So, any more questions from the floor? Because we are almost reaching the end of the session. So, if not, I will take one more question from the floor over here. If I say no more question, I'm going to take the last question posted by the Google form over there. Colin, I believe that no more from the FB live site. No more question. So, Mr. Heng over here, I think you should Google over here. I'm not sure over here because you should be able to get from the Google from the Lincoln college. Because today we are talking about this from the topics over here. We don't divert to others. So, if no more from the floor, I will take the last question from the Google form. Google form. Wait, let me copy the question. Okay, so this question from the participation Google form. Other than energy management program on saving electricity consumption and optimization of energy usage of equipment at power plant, is there any other potential area of energy saving? You can explain in the terms of domestic or even in the terms of those in the commercial area. Because both might have different different implementation. They have different kind of process.
Okay, saya jawab dulu lah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, any others potential area of energy saving? Okay, kalau macam di politeknik, okay, ada lebih kurang 8 politeknik yang dah buat EPC. Okey, maksudnya ada lagi lebih kurang 30 around 30 politeknik lagi lah yang belum buat EPC lagi. Okey, selain daripada education punya government punya buildings, okey, hotel pun boleh buat juga. Okey, hotel adalah salah satu bangunan hotel yang salah satu yang menggunakan tenaga elektrik yang tinggi lah. Okey, selain daripada itu apa lagi sekolah pun mungkin boleh masuk jugalah. Sekarang ni mungkin dari sudut government premises kita tak berapa advance lagi. Okey, kita tak berapa advance lagi sebab tak banyak yang terlibat dengan projek kecekapan tenaga ni. Okey, kalau kita tengok pada laporan RMK tu, 12 Malaysian Plan, okey, hanya 38 government premises saja yang terlibat. Okey, 38 bangunan kerajaan saja yang terlibat. Okey. Tapi dalam industri saya rasa banyak. Okey, dalam industri memang banyak potential area. Okey, memang banyak potential area of energy saving. Okey. Salah satunya saya rasa perhotelan lah, industri perhotelan. Okey, industri perhotelan yang sebut tadi, hospital dan sebagainya. Mungkin Cik Zafi boleh tambah lagi kot.
Maksudnya saya cuba nak faham lah soalan ni. Dia other than power plant, right? Other than power plant. So dalam agriculture also ada juga potential, kan? Because agriculture they have a lot of waste, from the agriculture. You can use it as a new source of electricity, convert from the biomass, biogas, everything that. And then also agriculture dengan peternakan, is it same? Sorry. So peternakan also ada juga in term of
Energy saving, potential area.
do the potential area of the energy saving. But then kalau saya nak try faham balik soalan ni, actually dia energy management one of the way, optimization of energy usage, and then I think other than optimization dengan energy management program, is RE lah kan. You need to pasang solar, need to use other source of green source of energy to do energy saving kan. Apa sekarang ada cogeneration, something like that. Some of the power plant ada cogeneration. Waste heat recovery is another thing in power plant, because a lot of heat being released from the boiler, from the itu, can be reused as a source of energy to save more in terms of energy saving. So I hope my question kenalah dengan jawab, my answer is kena dengan soalan boleh.
Cuma saya tambah sikit lah, untuk RE, renewable energy, dia punya cost tinggi kan, the cost very high.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe energy conservation and energy efficiency is the best practice lah, compared to RE. RE the last choice. Okay, kalau kita tengok segitiga tenaga tu, okay, RE atas sekali. Okay, cuma kita untuk potential area of energy saving, energy conservation, energy saving dan juga energy efficiency is a very important part lah yang perlu kita buat dulu, and then baru kita pergi pada RE. Okay, itu saja.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I put it my conclusion over here. For this question, maybe from my point of view, maybe perhaps that all the user in Malaysia, they have to be aware of how to use the energy wisely. So education might play an important role in educate all the user. So hopefully after today's webinar, so everyone over here can help to share this, or even advise people the way of using energy and what are the potential energy saving method. Right? So from here, I think they will be the end of session, because there's no more question today from the floor and also from the Google form, and no more from FB. Thank you very much. Thank you to TS Zafri, Mr. Zafri and TS Zambri. And before we end, make sure that everyone fill in the attendance form. And before everyone end, perhaps that we have a group photo, a group photo. And everyone, please turn on your camera.
Alex.
Yes. Okay, we have a good photo. Wait lah. Okay, one. Okay, some more coming up. One, two, three. Okay, thank you very much. I take another one screen. Let me paste my file first. Another one screen. There's another second screen over here. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, thank you very much. So hopefully next event, we're going to use back, if with your permission, we're going to use back the email that we registered. So if you have any webinar, we're going to sign up to all your email. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, organizer.
Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.